What it is. It's your boy LB. We Bizak, Coffee and Mary Jane. You always know, yeah, this is a quick trip coffee. This is for the quick trips. When you gotta make a quick trip, this is where you need to go to get your coffee. That's where you need to go. I got the ashtray right here. Hopefully my notifications go out. That coffee hit so good. That coffee hit so good. That coffee hit right. Okay, we at 1:35 at 5 minutes. We gonna jump on into the sermon. You see the title. Is 52 blocks of art only for criminals? Do you need to be criminal minded to be a 52 block fighter? I had somebody leave a comment, and I thought that comment was good enough to talk about. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. 5 minutes. I don't know if my notifications is going out. I don't know. You know how YouTube be doing the kid. They be doing me dirty. They do the kid dirty. They be doing Uncle Burley dirty up in this joint. They don't be treating me right. Smash that like button as you come in, even if you don't stick around for the show. Costs nothing to smash the like button. 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. Yeah, we in. We're gonna let it grow. Let some people come in the building. Gather around the campfire. This is a campfire moment, people. I hope you got your s'mores with you. It's a campfire moment. Smash that like button. Told you I'm gonna keep the lives coming. We're going live. We live. Where we at? 3 minutes. We at 3 minutes. We're gonna talk about that Will Smith thing too. We're gonna chat about that too. We got some things to talk about. We got some fights coming up. That Rollie Romero, Tank Davis face-off was looking highly personal. It was looking personal. That looked like it's gonna be a good fight. They don't like each other, people. When two fighters don't like each other, that means we finna get a good fight. That's what that means. Smash that like button. We're coming up on 4 minutes. 1 minute left for people to get in the building. We also got some new merch. Yeah. You see that? These are the hats. We got the new hats out there. Skull and Bones with shield. We got those. They're going to be on the website. Until then, if you're trying to get one, just reach out to me. We do the Cash App and all that. Jacob, Jacoby, would it be? Yeah, you made this one. Good looking out. Thank you for stopping through. These is the hats that we got right now. The shield, snapback, very good quality. You see it. That's how we doing. I'll be flashing these all live. Just in case somebody jump on, want to snatch up one of them things. Just in case somebody want to snatch up one of them things. Okay, we have 5 minutes. We're gonna start running. I'm gonna start running my mouth. And we're gonna let people come in as they do. Now, I had put up a post saying I was gonna give a free class to security guards and police officers. Now we know this is a touchy subject. Especially in the melanated community, because policing doesn't have the best relationship. Police don't have the best relationship with the black community. We know this to be a fact. We done seen more than enough examples to understand this is a fact. So I can sort of understand where some of the feelings come from. But even as a criminal, when I was a criminal, I didn't really have a personal look at police. Like, I seen how they treated us, but I also know one thing too. These are men in uniforms. These are just men in uniforms. A lot of these guys ain't really coming to try to be super saver cop. They just doing the job. So their job is to catch me as the criminal. My job as the criminal is to get to the bag and stay uncaught. So there's no personality there. Now, we can put some personal feelings there because some people do that. It's just like in nature. The lion ain't hating on the deer. The lion ain't hating on the deer. You know, like the deer looking like, why you hating on me? You always chasing me. Go chase somebody else. The lion ain't hating on the deer. There's no personal feelings amongst that. They both got a job. The deer has to stay alive. The lion has to hunt the deer to stay alive. And so, Heavy Andy, yeah, you seen them. We're going to talk about that. We definitely going to talk about these boxing conferences. So, I never put no personal feelings with it because I knew they was just doing the job. They collecting the paycheck. These ain't people that sign up to be cops for the sake of being cops or to be free or be a cop for free money. These ain't that type of morally high-grounded people. These are people trying to get a paycheck. So there's going to definitely be some friction between that. But they have a job. I have a job. I respect their job. I respect my job. They do their job. I do my job. That's how I see it. But I can also understand that there is some emotion that if teaching police, they're going to use 52 blocks against us. I think that's a far reach. A man can only use him against you. The artist self, is just the tool. The man is the thing. So only the man can cross those lines, not the art. So we can't put it on the art. But his response to me saying I was going to do this seminar is it should be a criminal thing. And why should we look at 52 blocks as a criminal thing? Because then that would just be adding into the stereotype that black melanated fighters are criminals. And yes, there are some criminals. But if we're going to look at the arts itself, because it's never the art, it's the man. There's men of many arts that are criminals. Many arts. Sambo, there's some Brazilian jiu-jitsu criminals, some boxing criminals, kickboxing criminals. So to put a heavy stigma on 52 blocks to remain something for criminals is feeding into the stereotype that we're trying to get away from. 52 blocks is not a criminal art. You can be a criminal. That's your decision. But with that decision, you accept what comes with that. But 52 blocks is not an art made for the criminals. Now, the problem with this thing is that the criminal grind, they are, even within the criminal industry, there are lazy criminals. And that's the majority. That's the majority. A defensive art, facts. That's the majority. Is most people hustling are there because they don't want to go the true hard way, the hard path. The path that makes you reflect on yourself. The path that makes you understand things about yourself. Your highs, your lows, your in-betweens. These guys, a lot of people in the hustling industry are not there because they view working as the easy path. No. They view hustling as easy path because you get to have your time. No one can tell you what to do. Set your own hours. Now on the entrepreneur level, that sounds real dope. But on the hustling level, all that does is destroy you. Because in your downtime, you don't do much but wait to get back to hustling. So time is passing you by. Do you know how many hustlers I know my age right now that are doing nothing? And these were guys that made $10,000 a day, all types of crazy money, real big money. They made big money. But up to this day, they're not doing nothing because they let time pass them by. Because in the hustling mind, When you got all of that downtime, it's up to you. It's just like if someone told you you had to show up for school. Ain't nobody forcing you. Ain't nobody gonna send no tickets to your mother. Ain't gonna be no repercussions. Either you show up or you don't show up. You will see a lot of people not going to school. So the hustling industry is the same. So criminals may not make the best martial artists because they may not be disciplined enough. They may not have the focus. So just because you're a criminal doesn't give you any higher elevation to any art. Doesn't make you stronger in any art. Doesn't make you quicker, faster. It doesn't do none of that for you. You're just a criminal. But what you do have as a criminal is time. It's your downtime. And if you're using that downtime to do something productive with your life, then go for it. I'm not here to hate on criminals, people. There's a lot of criminal stuff going on at the lowest level and at the highest and highest of the highest level. That's never going to stop. That's never going to stop. But if you taking that criminal grind and you build it into something else, then go for it. But 52 Blocks is not an art built just for criminals. That's not what the art is built for. The art represents the true essence of black martial artists and what we pride in fighting. And what we pride is defense, not being hit. Did some of our fighters go to jail? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But in jail, there's men of all walks of life. You got chefs, fighters, lawn mowers, teachers, students. They all up in there. They all up in there. So we can't put no heavy emphasis on 52 Blocks that it has to have this criminal element to it. Because criminals don't make the best martial arts. No, they don't. They don't. They have to leave that life behind and get into a real situation to do it. It's not saying that you can't be a criminal and get into the life. Jacob Fernandez, yo LB, I love everything you represent. Teach both the old and the young about the history of the skill of 52. Yes, that's what this is about. Is understanding the excellence of melanated warriors. There's an excellence to all warriors. But the melanated warriors is defense. And we don't want to twist up such a good thing by trying to align it with criminals. And that, once again, as I said, I am not knocking criminals. I was a criminal. I'm not one today. But I was a criminal. And who knows? Who knows? I'm not going to be the one here sitting up here talking that talk, and there's something slide across my desk that looks too good to refuse. You never know. But I'll say this. I also learned from my criminal grind is that you can turn a negative into a positive. You can make lemonade out of lemons. But you can't stay in the dirt and then want to present yourself as a clean man. So if you are criminal grinding hard, you're going to have to come to the point where you make the move into the next stage, the next world, the world where criminals ain't respected. Like I just had a guy tell me something about street creds, and I had to tell him street creds don't mean that ain't really credit. That's not like a 690 on your credit report. What is street creds? Even the street ninja himself is not a thing. The street ninja is not a thing. I asked a young man to give me the definition of what a street ninja is, and it was nothing good in there. So who would want to be that person? And if you are that person, your mind should be thinking of how do I elevate myself to no longer have to be this person? Because there's no place in the world where you can take your street cred and go buy you a house. You can't walk up in the showroom floor and drive off in that nice thing with your street cred. They're not taking street cred. They don't take that. That's not even a real thing. Because even that's outgrown. I know criminals of my day who ain't getting no credibility. Because the young people of today, the young criminals don't care. So why would we want to attach our beautiful art of 52 to that thing? Yes, we had men of 52 Blocks that went to jail. Taki, peace, salute. But that doesn't define the art itself or define the man. Because we all make mistakes. That doesn't have to define you. Your mistakes help you to grow. They don't have to define you. Swagger Godzilla said, OG, you the GOAT. Well, salute. You get that. You get that triangle trade salute. I appreciate you. Heavy Andy said, yo, LB, I'm not trying to hate. Why is Floyd Mayweather coming back? He should have just stayed retired and promote his young fighters. I see why Tank is not but you know, Mayweather is a fighter. Mayweather is a fighter. It's hard to shake that thing. You know, when you've been doing this so long and you got that fight itching you, it's hard. Very few fighters can sit down. Like, look at Andre Ward. Andre Ward is doing it real good. But I know even the itch is calling him. He got to fight it that night. He'd probably be like Pookie and New Jack, sweating, sweating, because he want to get back in that gym and get you. We don't know what it is to walk into one room and have thousands of people screaming your name. That must be like a high of no high, of all highs. That must be the high of highs, to have thousands and thousands of people screaming your name and then to walk away from it and go back to a regular John L. Lane man in the streets. That must be like a crackhead trying to give up crack overnight. Ain't gonna be that easy. So Floyd got that itch, and what he's found out is a way to scratch his itch without messing up his record. But now this one right here is supposed to be a real fight, so we're gonna see what happens. But getting back, 52 is the art of defense. 52 blocks is the art of defense, not of criminality. So to the young man that left that statement, no, 52 blocks is not going to remain a thing for criminals, because criminals don't train hard enough. If you out criminal grinded, you probably ain't got enough time to train. I competed once with a crowd and had people cheering me. I'm trying to trace that dragon. It feels good. I know it must be. Listen, I had a small crowd, and they wasn't even cheering for me. It was probably about 4 people in there cheering for me, and I felt good. So I can only understand. I can't even understand what it feels like when it's like 10,000 people all screaming your name. That's like crack cocaine, people. That's like crack cocaine. How you gonna walk away from that? Shoot. Listen, I would have a problem. I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm the Dalai Lama here that could walk away from that. That must be hard. So like I said, all Mayweather is doing is scratching that itch. Now, let's get into what happened with Will Smith. We seen the slap that was heard around the world. And why I want to talk about this is because this is why men need to fight. This is why young men need to learn how to fight. Not to kick another man's butt. See, we always get so focused on hurting another man, hitting another man with that left hook. But we, in the process of that, we miss the greatest thing training and fighting can give a man, which is emotional control, people. Emotional control. Listen, emotions are so dangerous, it can make you do what Will Smith did. This man's worth $300 million. He's getting all types of money for movies, and he would throw it away on the emotion. See, as men, we don't have that luxury. Big Man 917, thank you for that Cinco. Yes, sir. Salute. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Real active, real arrogant. And yeah, and as a man, we don't have this luxury. My men on this chat, let me talk straight to you. We don't have the luxury that the women and children have. They say God looks out for fools and babies, not men that are emotionally out of control. Fools. And by fools, they mean people that are not in their mind, so you can't really, look, maybe some retardation, I don't know. They out of their mind, so God gotta look out for them. And babies. And the babies are with the mamas. So he's really looking out for the mamas and babies. When God say he looking out for fools and babies, he really mean fools, women, and children. Yeah, I went through a breakup a week ago, and boxing has helped me a lot. Let me talk to you, young warrior. Let me talk to you, young warrior. Jacoby, facts. Listen, I broke up with a woman before, and it felt like there was a hole in my chest. See, a woman has a sword she can cut you with. See, we may be able to punch a woman in the face or do something physical to them, but they hurt you in a whole different type of way. And as a man, to get those emotions under control, there's nothing like being a man. And being a man is provide and protect. Protect comes with your training. Your training of controlling your emotions. Because the worst thing that can happen to a society is a bunch of emotional men take the throne. If you let a bunch of emotional men get the throne, we are all going to HE double hockey sticks in a handbasket. We are all going under the devil's doormat in a handbasket if we let emotional men take the throne. And that's what happened to Will. He went up there and slapped a man that he knew of for 20 years. He knew Chris Rock for 20 years. Roger W. Salute. And when he slapped his face in front of everybody. See, now, for the regular people like me and you know what that's called? Assault. See, if people like me and you went up there and slapped a man live on TV, there'll be police waiting backstage for you to give you some shiny bracelets to go with your attitude and your emotions. They give you some shiny bracelets to go with your emotions. So, even if this man here has carte blanche, and he let his emotions get in the way of all of his blessings. And as a man, if another man had his foot on your son's neck like Floyd, I missed that one. Hold on. We have to build on that. The bag is jeopardized. I Am Legend 2 is jeopardized. And we all know I Am Legend was that fire. Press 1 if I Am Legend was fire. Will stepped on that. He put his foot all in that. 1 second. Yeah, we're gonna burn through that, Heavy Andy. We burning through all of that. I ain't to hold that question for 1 second. I Am Legend was fire. And now part 2 is in jeopardy because he let his emotions, he couldn't control his emotions. Everybody that was going to get a bag off of that movie is now missing the bag because this man lost control of his emotion. Think The Professor, Rich Gang Gang. And this is why men must train. This is why we must train, people. This is the greatest thing you're going to get out of training. Because training going to make you, see, the thing about fighting and training, it's going to make you confront all of your demons right now. Not later. Not later. We ain't fighting because too much is on the line. It's going to make you confront your demons right now. I remember I was at an amateur boxing match, and this dude, he was getting ready for a fight. He was psyched. He was talking that talk. He got in there and got beat up, right? Before the fight, he was talking that talk. He was over there talking like Mayweather, what he was going to do to his opponent. He had it all mapped out already. He got in the ring, and his op beat the living snot out of him. After he came out that ring, he threw the gloves. He said, man, F boxing. I'm going to give me a job. See, fighting made him confront who he really is. Because if that came out of you, you was in the wrong place anyway. How did that come out of you just because you took a loss? You took a loss. Now you're throwing the gloves down. You don't never want to see the inside of a boxing ring again. You hate boxing all of a sudden. Kobe Camp. Trainer has given me focus and control. Facts. He lost control. But did he lose control? See, that person was already in him. See, but getting in there and getting that ace whipping made him confront that demon immediately. Immediately. You in the wrong place, buddy. You don't really enjoy this. See, you will confront your demons. And you don't have to train to be Mayweather. You don't even have to, fight. You don't even have to have the heart that you want to win a belt. But just the very essence of training, the discipline. Training when you don't want to do it. It's many mornings I wake up and I don't want to train. And I've been doing this for 20 years now. And better. And it's still some mornings I wake up like I don't want to do this morning. But I have to. And see, that thing there that thing there seeps into every part of my life. So I look at that's giving me a problem and I don't want to do it, I get it done. I get it done. Because I know there's a come up off of it. Even though I don't want to do it in the temporary, in the long range, there's a come up. So the training, the aspect of being disciplined to your training, being focused on your training, all of this helps you. Clarence Edward, appreciate you, Burley. Truly a light, brother. Salute, I appreciate you. All of this makes you a better man. Look at these youngins. Why you think these youngins is running around killing each other? These are emotional men, people. This is the worst thing that can happen to a society. We can have emotional babies. We can have emotional women. But one thing we can't have is emotional men. We can't have that. It's going to bring the society crashing down. And that's what Will is a true example of, and why your emotions must be controlled, because they're so powerful, people. You will throw away something that took you 30 years to build for 30 seconds of emotion. You will throw away something that took you 30 years to build for 30 seconds of an emotion. That's how powerful they are. That's how powerful they are. So to show your emotions respect, to put some respect on them, on your emotions' name, you must train as a man. Because emotional men just won't do. And I'm not saying a man is without emotions. No, I said an emotional man. That means a man that can't control his emotions. Training on defense is true guidance, facts. Because it's you first. Do you know why defense matters? Because it's you first, not your opponent. It's you first. So first you got to make sure you right, then you go and kill your opponent. But it's you first. That's why defense has to be first. Defense has to be before offense. Because defense is you. The offense is how we execute him. Defense is you. The offense is how we execute him or them. That's why defense is mandatory. Now let's get into it. My man Heavy Andy want to talk some boxing. Let's talk about it. No matter which hardship you're going through, you got to keep on fighting to be all. You have to. See, that's what you learn in fighting. You look at Evander Holyfield. He was ready to give up fighting, but his mother told him keep getting in there. And he had to keep fighting somebody that kept beating him until he beat him. That's the name of the game. That's man-ish. Yo, LB, why Tank is done with him and his Rollie fight and other Brooklyn fighters named Richardson Hitchison says, Floyd, don't promote him and don't believe him. Floyd is getting exposed. Yeah, you know, see, Heavy Andy, what I think with everyone has a plan till they get hit in the face. Facts. The thing I see with Floyd Mayweather being a promoter is kind of like when a rapper tries to run a record label that's still trying to make songs. See, when the rapper tries to run a record label that's still trying to make songs, he's still trying to get a hit. So he's still in competition with you. So the problem with Floyd is, his ego is still in competition with younger boxers. He still wants to be the face of boxing. And this is what's going to make Floyd a bad promoter. What would make Floyd a good promoter is if he would adopt some of that Al Heyman. Nobody sees Al Heyman. We don't see no interviews with Al Heyman. Al Heyman ain't talking. Because Al Heyman wants to keep the attention on the fighters. And with Floyd being the way he is, Lord J-Mo, peace to the gods. With Floyd being the way he is, he's still trying to get a piece of that attention. And so because of that, he's not going to be able to promote any of his fighters the way he should. Yo, LB, Tank just said Floyd is jealous, and no matter how much money he got, he's jealous of Tank. See, I disagree. That's just Tank talking as a young man. We also got to understand Tank is still in diapers, and he ain't fully emotional control yet. Floyd has nothing to be jealous. Like, if anything, you'd be jealous of Floyd. Floyd has nothing to be jealous of them about. What it is that attention is a drug, people. Attention is a drug. Attention is a drug. And when you get it on the levels that Mayweather is getting it, it's hard to detach from that drug. It's hard to come off and stop getting them shots, taking them hits. It's hard. And we're seeing it in Mayweather. And from Mayweather's history, we can tell that that was going to be a problem. Peace to the 52 blocks and to the gods and earth. Press, salute. Peace to you, warrior. So that's the reason why Floyd ain't going to really be able to promote his fighters the way he should. Floyd did everything for Tank. He said he would. Exactly. You know, like, you can't fault Floyd. Floyd brought the man to, you know, Floyd helped him get to where he is. Now, it took Tank to win those fights, so let's not take nothing away from Tank. Floyd can want to push you all he wants, but you have to win the fights. Tank did that. A fundraiser for a special event was shot in the embalmed. Yeah, did you see that? The embalmed rapper in the club? I'm telling you, emotional men. Emotional men would stuff another man and bring him to the club like he's still in the club. Come on now. Come on now. Is this where we at now? Is this where we at as men? This is why the women are getting so masculine, because the men are getting so feminine. And this is why men should train. This is not because so you'll be a bully to your woman. It's so that you can just be a man to your woman. Like Will needs to be to Jada. And if Will was being the man to Jada, what he would do is leave Jada. Leave. That's what being the man is. That's what being the man is. Sometimes you got to take one for the team. You got to take it on the chin. If Will was really being the man, he would leave Jada. Even though he loves her. I know he probably loves her. But she don't love you like that. So this can only go bad for you. And the man must understand the pitfall when he sees one. Big man 791 said, Floyd not jealous unless it's T.I. and Tiny. Facts. Tell him, talk about it, big man. Talk about it. Talk about it. Floyd ain't jealous of no Tank. He is. Tank better pray he can do what Floyd did in the game of boxing. He got to get on his knees and pray to the universe that he can ever pull off the hat trick that Floyd has done. These men are so emotional because they were raised by their mothers. Facts. Facts. Facts, Lord J-Mo. All the way. Of course, Tank's only tough, and now it's up to him now to be great. I have a feeling it's his time. Yes, it's been his time, and we're going to see Floyd smash Tiny. I think so. I think so. I seen the way Tiny was looking at Floyd when she ran up on Floyd. You seen that twinkle in the eye. You seen that twinkle, twinkle. You seen that twink, twink. The only reason I would say Floyd didn't smash T.I. because some of the things Floyd be smashing be out of this world. The women that Floyd be with, yeah, they make Tiny look real bad. But he may have just did it on GP just because he liked one of her songs. Yo, LB, I saw Rollie getting under Tank's skin. I didn't see that, Heavy Andy. I seen more of Tank getting under Rollie. Rollie looked kind of quiet. He looked subdued in this one right here. Like Tank was really trying to bring that smoke to him. But Tank don't know how to talk. At one point, he was talking about going to people's houses. It's like, come on, man, you ain't no gangster. See, Tank still got a lot of growing to do. And I hope by leaving Mayweather, he takes off. See, what he don't understand is Mayweather was a deeper thinker than Tank when he took off and understood the things, the powers that be. Tank is still got this thing connected to, he's an emotional man. Tank is an emotional man. We seen it. And if he doesn't learn how to curb that soon, I feel like it's going to get him into big trouble. And when you hit a man with a lot of money, you're going to see things can happen. Things can happen. So I'm hoping that Tank does everything he's supposed to do. Like he said, Mayweather was blocking these big fights. So after he laid, we should be seeing these big fights. We should see these big fights. Because if he claimed that Mayweather was holding them up, after leaving Mayweather, we should see some big fights. After leaving Mayweather, he should be fighting Devin Haney, Teofimo, Lomachenko. If Lomachenko's back in business, we should be seeing these fights because that's what he was saying is that Floyd and them is cradling them. And listen, all promoters cradle their fighter. There was a saying in boxing one time. No, it's still a saying. It's not may the best man win. It's may the best managed man win. And that still applies in boxing. It's not if the best man wins. It's if the best managed man wins. You still have to be built up. You still got to be built. They can't just take you and throw you in the ocean with sharks. They got to build you up to sharks. Now he looks like he's ready to swim with the sharks. So we're going to see. Because we seen what Floyd Mayweather did when he left Bob. We seen what Floyd did. So now let's see what Tank does. He got this one fight with Rollie. Let's see, after the Rollie fight, let's see it. We're going to need to see it because he's saying it. Said, Kibo, guys, see you another night. Got to fly. All right, salute to you, Rashad Era. I think hopefully I didn't butcher your name. So now we got to see it. We got to see Tank bring his words to existence because he said Mayweather is holding back for them big fights. So now that he's on his own, we should be seeing the big fights happening. We should be seeing the big fights. What else we got going on in boxing? What else do we have going on in boxing? You know I'm going to speak on it. Word, I saw Lubin and Sebastian press conference, and Lubin, no disrespect, he was up to Sebastian nutsack. I hope Lubin can pull this off and have a rematch with Charlo. Yes, Lubin is a great fighter. He is a great fighter. Big man 797, Tiny got a booty dunk, an extraordinary orator. She got that booty dunk. I give that to you. She do got a booty dunk. She like, listen, as men, we like bad things. We like things hot, smoking. But you can be something that's on the scale of 110. You can be a 4, but you got that booty dunk. You can get smashed. You can get this work. Hold on, you a 4 with a booty dunk? Oh yeah, you gonna get this work. You gonna get this work. We ain't as selective as the women. See, the women need the right temperature. They need the right R&B song to be playing in the back. They need the lights dimmed the right way. See, as men, we don't need all of that. The shoplifter qualified me for 52 blocks. Fingers crossed. Oh man, don't shoplift, man. It ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it. Don't do it, man. Nah, you ain't got to shoplift to learn 52 blocks. Yo, LB, Ryan Garcia versus Emmanuel Tago. Let's see if Ryan is really like that. We're gonna see. Like Ryan hurt my heart, man. I had so much expectation for Ryan. He talked all that talk. Then he had an emotional breakdown. Greeting those OG Burley. Preached to the. I'm out here preaching. Hold on, let me set something up a little bit. We got to move the setup over a little bit. Because this phone right here acting like it want to cut off on me like it always do. Not today, buddy. There we go. Yeah, see, this phone thought it was going to cut off on me today. Not today, buddy. We ain't doing that. We ain't even going to do that. You ain't going to even cut off on me in the middle of my sermon. Have you ever given views on Aikido? Aikido was good. To me, Aikido was like the Japanese version of Tai Chi. It's like the Japanese version of trying to understand what Tai Chi was. It's good. I'd rather deal with a criminal that tells the truth than the king that lied. Whoa! Of course. Now, like I said, just because you're a criminal doesn't make you a bad dude. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make you a bad dude. But as a criminal, you have to understand the laws of averages. This is what hurts criminals. The law of averages. Meaning, I was told one time, as a cop has every day to catch you. You only have one mistake. So just because a cop ain't caught you in 10 years doing your crime, all you have is one mistake, and the whole house of cards come tumbling down. So the laws of averages are against criminals. It's against you. You can't keep doing the same thing every day and don't think that there won't be a spike in the system. And that's where criminals go wrong. Me, myself, too. I did everything right, but I still ended up going to jail because the law of averages dictates that. You can't beat the law of averages, and that's why remaining a criminal too long can just ruin you. You got to hit it and quit it. And let it go. Turn it off. Don't even look at it no more. That's the true criminals that can turn it on, turn it off. And even when you turn it on, within that moment of turning it on, all you need is one mistake. Shake the wrong person's hand. Talk to the wrong person. And your whole thing comes down. That's why being the criminal will catch up with you. Yo, LB, believe Errol Spence will fold Ugas with a swift liver shot and uppercut in the 6th or 7th round. Yeah, Ugas stands too straight up. He gonna get that body work. That's right. Hit that like button. Ugas going to get that body work. You know, he hunched down, but he's standing too tall. He's standing too tall, and he marches forward. He's tailor made for Errol Spence. The person that's going to beat Errol Spence will be someone like a Terence Crawford. Why? Because Terence Crawford has reverse polarity. Do you know what reverse polarity is? Reverse polarity is the ability to fight while going backwards and still have power, which is an odd thing. Sugar Ray Robinson can do it. Very few fighters can pull off what Terence Crawford do. That's why Terence Crawford is so special. Pernell Whitaker could do it, but he didn't have the power. Coach, do you work your... Oh, definitely got to work your 52 on the slip rope. You want to have different levels, layers of defense. Your defense must be layered. Blocks, slips, ducks, clever footwork, feints. Who's the next boxer to face that YouTube star kid? Who's facing him? I'm not too sure. Nah, only Spence beats Spence. Well, that's true too. You know, I get what you're saying, but we talking about styles. Terence Crawford has the style to beat Spence because he has the fleet-footedness and he has the power to beat him. I'm rolling with Spence. I don't think Terence is going to beat Spence, but he has the ability to beat Spence because he has the skill, the style to do it. Now, if you walk towards Errol Spence, you're not winning. If you march towards the fire, well, he's going to burn you up. Anderson Silva, yeah, Anderson Silva has some of that too. Does Terence Crawford have a chin? I don't know. I think he has a pretty good chin. Camboa tested it. He's been getting hit. His chin's been tested. I don't know if he could take the Errol Spence shot, but he got a good chin. But now if Terence Crawford makes the mistake of trying to go forward, oh, Errol Spence is going to eat him alive. He must fight Errol Spence going backwards. He has to. That's the only style that's going to work. I watched the in-depth video on Rocky Marciano's technique. I had no idea how perfect his system was and needed to be for such a small... And yes, because he was taught by Charlie Goldwyn. See, a lot of people don't know Marciano was taught by the master, Charlie Goldwyn. Master. I like Ugas for the upset. Okay, KS, bless up. Let's see it. I think if Ugas can pull off this upset, I think Cuba is going to open up his... Pulls off this upset, Cuba's going to open up his borders because that's going to be a hell of an upset and you're going to have to respect Ugas. Now, Ugas is going with a lot. Yo, Ugas, listen. Ugas left Cuba on the boat with a bunch of men. Most of the men died trying to make it to America. He made it to America, became a boxer, getting money, won the belt. That's like that's a Cinderella story. Cinderella story. One thing I know about Ugas is not going to lay down for Errol. Let's get that right. Ugas is not laying down for Errol. He's not. Now, my money's on Errol, but Ugas is not going to lay down for him. And whether Ugas wins or not, Shine Lighthouse, that's our people out. Oh, you Cuban? You Cuban, Shine? Well, salute to the Cuban people. Salute to the MF Cuban people. This man came over in the boat. When men died, he was one of the survivors. See, as Americans, being American, we got a comfortability that messes us up. As being an American, we got a comfortability that messes us up because we don't understand, what real poverty is. You don't really understand, like the projects, pee in your elevator. You don't really understand what real poverty is. And having it hard. So I respect Ugas. Because I couldn't even understand what that man had to go. He was in the boat where other men died. He had to stay alive. And not only did he stay alive, he kept the dream of his boxing in his mind. Do you know how hard it is to keep a dream in your mind and go through the hardships of life? That's why the Irish, give it up to the Irish people. Facts, another race of men that went hard. Spencer Ugas champions in real life, in and out the ring. Facts, both of them. Some Russian guys made Terence Terence gloves touched the canvas and the ref didn't call it. Yeah, who was that? That was what was that Russian guy that made Terence? I forgot his name. Wasn't the only guy that dropped Ali. Wasn't Irish. No, Ali been dropped a couple of times, but the first person that dropped him was Cooper. Henry Cooper. Henry Cooper was the first person that dropped Ali. Henry Cooper. That's right. See, I'm a student of boxing, people. This is why when you want to come on this channel and talk boxing, we ain't just talking about Tank Davis. I take you back to Jack Sullivan. I take you back to John L. Sullivan. James Figg, the forefather of boxing. Yes, Henry Cooper dropped Ali early in his career. I take you all the way back. See, I don't just do the dance with the new fighters. I do the dance with the old fighters. Carlos Zarate, the only man to lead with a hook. He said, F the jab, I'm leading with a hook. Blacks from third world countries like Jamaica always do better than America. Yeah, they do better because it's our comfortability. When you in America, Americans have a comfortability of a luxury comfortability. That when we turn the faucet on, water comes out. When we hit the switch, lights come on. We take those things for granted because it happens to us. It happens so easy for us. See, this is the problem with having the talent. When you have something that happens so easy for you, you take it for granted. You take it for granted. But when you don't have it, you respect it. So yes, melanated warriors from third world countries or other countries, they do better because they respect their life. They respect the small things more than us. They understand that. Yo, LB fights was Terence Crawford's versus Kavalinsky. Yeah, Kavalinsky, that was the name. Kavalinsky. Kavalinsky was a tough son of, he was tough. He was tough. He was tough. You know, Russians are getting back in the game. Russians are getting back in the game. We got Bivol. Bivol looking good. I don't think Canelo's going to walk through Bivol, but I think he's going to beat Bivol. Sonny Banks was the first to drop Ali in 1962. Sonny Banks was the first. What fight was that? Was that his first fight? Sonny Banks win. I had it at Henry Cooper. I'm gonna have to look that up. But all information is all good information. Ali's 11th pro fight, he got dropped by Sonny. Oh, I'm gonna look that up. But I believe you. But I want to see the fight because I don't even remember seeing that fight. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that fight. He almost stopped Ali. AS, yes sir. Thank you, AS. Thank you, AS, for the boxing information. Because I'm going to watch that fight. But Ugas got the heart of a champion anyway. And Errol Spence is one of the most gentleman-like champions I've ever seen. Even when he's talking smack, it still has respect. Even when Errol Spence talks smack, it still has a shimmer of respect in it. Crawford only problem is he gets in his bag and try to go bang blow for blow. See, now that's where he's going to have a problem. See, if Errol Spence can make Terence go in his bag, it's going to be a rough night for him. You are correct, KS. Yes, and that's what Errol Spence has to do. Yo, LB, whoa, I think Canelo will fold Bivol in the 8th and 9th round. He is coming forward. I don't know about a fold. Well, yeah. I think Canelo's definitely going to beat Bivol, but that's a tough, like, people need to stop talking like that ain't a tough competition. That's what I'm trying to say is Bivol is tough competition. People are like, they looking at Canelo like he cherry picking. You ain't cherry picking Bivol. That's a tough cookie there. I met Ugas at a club in Miami and told him in poor Spanish that I box amateurs, and he took a photo. I know he a nice guy. You can any man that went through what Ugas went through, you can tell he got a good spirit. I never heard of Sonny Banks. Me and you both. That's why I'm gonna look up that fight. I ain't never heard of it. I ain't even seen the fight. But my boxing information still runs deep. That's why I won 2 prizes here. That's right. Yeah, he tend to not listen to his coach and come forward. Yep. And if he does that against Errol Spence, it's going to be bad business for him. If he marches forward against Errol Spence, it's going to be bad business for him. That's going to be bad business. He can't do that. He can't do that. But what about the talk of Errol talking about if he go up to 154, he'd fight Charlo? Errol Spence is a dog. Errol Spence is a dog. Even Charlo was saying, I don't want to fight Spence. But Spence don't seem to have that same sentiment. Spence versus Ugas might just turn into a trilogy. Yeah, it could. And we may never see Crawford. That could be possible. Crawford makes adjustments better than anyone. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. He has some natural mechanism to kind of figure you out. Yeah, he definitely adjusts better than most of all fighters of today. I'll give that to Crawford. That's why he's pound for pound. That's why he's pound for pound. But he cannot try to beat Errol Spence going forward. He must use reverse polarity. He must. If he uses reverse polarity, he's going to win that fight. You know, Spence ain't got the foot speed to keep up with Terence. He's switching leads and all this type of stuff. Yeah. And he's talking about fighting Charlo. How they going to fight with the same coach? What's Derrick James going to be doing? Running corner to corner after every round? He can't do that. But Errol Spence is a dog, boy. He's like, nah, I'll fight him. Charlo saying, I ain't fighting Errol and I ain't fighting my brother. Charlo already said it. He said he ain't fighting his brother and he ain't fighting Errol. I respect him for it because they both at the same gym. But he's saying no hard feelings. That's how it should be, though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because it's still a business. Can Jerron Boots Ennis beat Errol Spence or Terence Crawford? Or I think he beats Ugas, but not Terence or Errol right now. You know, I like to get behind the hype, but Errol was playing when he said that. I like to get behind the hype, but he just ain't ready. Salute, Rollie versus Tank. Let's go. It's on. Yeah, it's on. I think the Rollie Tank fight is going to be harder than what people think. Rollie ain't going to lay down for Tank. Yeah, hard to say how far Boots will go. Boots is definitely next up. Light live from Costa Rica. Costa Rica in his house. That's right. That's right. That's how we reaching all over the globe for fellow warriors, like-minded warriors. We reaching all over the globe. I'm waiting for some Somalian pirates to jump on the live. Like Somalia up in the house. Texas is here. I'm waiting for some Somalian pirates to jump up on here. That's when I know we doing it big. Yo, LB Terrence said if he don't fight Errol, he will move to 154 and knock the Charlos out. That'll be a good fight. Oh, you on vacation? Oh man, salute. That's a beautiful vacation, brother. Live it up. Live it up, man. Kick up some sand for me, man. Kick up some sand and have a pina colada for me, please. Please. Philly in the building. Stromboli's in the building. If you ever in Philly, I'm going to tell you right now, if you ever in Philly, you must get you a pepperoni stromboli. Tell him your Uncle Burley sent you. Tell him Uncle Burley sent you. If you ever in Philly, you must go and get you a proper stromboli and a proper cheesesteak. A proper cheesesteak too. But you must get you a proper stromboli because you ain't lived until you had a stromboli. I said it. I got you. Like I will be headed back downstairs to get some pina coladas for you. Like looking forward to that stromboli and cheesesteak. Salute. Dallas in the house. I'm coming to Dallas. I'm coming to Texas, people. You can best believe Texas has been giving me big love. They say everything is big in Texas, even the love. I get big love from Texas. So you know I got to get out there. The summertime coming around. Expect Burley to be hitting your cities. So look out for the notifications so you can make it. And come check me out. I don't care if it's 2 people. That's it. Excuse me. I don't care if it's 2 people that come check me out. That's all I need. Kobe Camp. Detroit in the building. Detroit in the building. Stand up for Detroit. Rebuilding. getting bigger. Another place I got to go. I've been to Detroit, Bill. I've definitely been to Detroit, but I got to get back. I'm already there. Where you at? You in Detroit? Where you at? PG County, Maryland? What's that? PG County? That's Maryland? Break down that for me. PG County, MD. Break that down. I'm hopefully I'm reading that right. That's right. Where you from? Let me know. Let me know. Because I'm saying we looking for some Somalians. You got to come to Baltimore. Lord J-Mo, you already know it. I've been to B-More and I will be coming back. I ain't going to lie. B-More is rough, people. B-More is rough, people. When I was in B-More, I was in the store. I had all my jewelries on. Young Warrior asked me if I was selling my jewelry off my fingers. I'm like, is this some type of new robbery trick? Is he trying to Jedi mind trick my jewelry off my fingers? Check out Umar Boxing Club in Baltimore. I've seen Umar Boxing Camp on I've seen some of his videos. Yo, LB, Tony Harrison versus Lewis on the undercard for the Lubin versus Sebastian fight. I go with Tony Harrison. I like Tony Harrison. I think that loss to Charlo kind of messed him up mentally and spiritually, but he is a damn good fighter. Very good fighter. They doing good. They doing good for the youth of Baltimore. That's what I want to get down there for, because Baltimore is deep out there. You know, the hardest hit places need the help. South Philly, Italian family. South Philly in the his Alf. South Philly up in here. I was in North Philly. When I was staying in Philly, I was in North Philly, Fairmount Avenue. North Philly in the building. I was a Phillian for many years. Just let me know when you come into Minneapolis. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The notification is going to go out the way it's going to go down. We're going to select. We're going to do a survey, and the people and the places that gets the most hits is where I'm going to first. I've been to Tony Harrison's gym before. B-Hop Stomping Ground, North Philly. That's right. North Philly, Badlands. Badlands for the bad man. That's right. They had something called the Fairmount Hustlers when I was coming up. Oh, man, they was robbing you, hitting you over the head with sticks with nails in it. Oh, they was dangerous. Philly is dangerous on the low, people. It's dangerous out there. Tony Harrison lost his father last year due to COVID. Think he is, oh, that's what it is. Okay. That's terrible. You know, that's terrible. COVID has taken a lot of us. But hopefully coming out of this COVID thing, so this summer, I can get on my move around. I need to get on my move around, man. Y'all know I like to travel. When you come into the double O, Ohio side of things. Ohio in the building. Ohio in the building. Is that's where Terence is from? Ain't that where Crawford is from? Ohio has some of the best fighters, some of the best boxers come out of Ohio. Ohio produced a lot of good amateur boxers and fighters on period. Yes, I'm definitely got to get to Ohio. Sandusky, Ohio is actually where I'm going to be going. I have a student out there, Jada Phenom Burley, that I'm going to go check. You ever make it out to Tacoma Boxing Club? Tom Mustin is the coach. Tacoma Boxing Club. I heard that. Somebody talked about it. That's out in Cali. I definitely can make that. I'm going to have some Cali trips. Ernie Schaefer's. Is that Ernie Schaefer's gym? Or Tacoma? Oh, Tacoma, Washington. Okay. I was thinking about Cali. I was thinking about Cali. Tacktown, what up? Oh, yeah, like I said, you're going to throw up your city, and the places that get the most hits is where I'm going to first, but I'm going to touch everybody. Oh, this summer I'm touching everybody, people, because this is where 52 is going. We starting up a non-for-profit. See, with that non-for-profit, I'm going to be able to come into town and do free seminars. That's right, free seminars. So that way, when I come into your town, we meet up at the center. At the center, you bring the young warriors, and we get that work. That's the type of work I want to be able to do. So that's why I'm setting up this non-for-profit. So that way, everything is already paid for, and I can go in and do the work I like to do. You know what I'm saying? Do the work I like to do. Because I'm an artist. I'm a businessman, too. I'm a merchant. but I like to be in my artist work. I like to be in my work. So if the money is taken care of, that's already done. We can move in and get to the gristle of the matter. I'm from Dallas, Texas originally, so I go there too. Okay, yeah. So for this summer, be expecting to see your, Uncle Burley in your backyard. I'm coming to your backyard. And I'm going to prove the art of defense. We all know I ain't got no problem proving it. After seminar, I let people try to beat up Burley. And see the key words. I let them try to beat up Burley. It ain't easy to beat up Burley now. I'm old, but I'm fast. I'm quick. I'm swift. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to just stand there and let you beat on me. You know what I'm saying? And show you the power of defense. Show you the power of self-preservation. So that's the word for this summer. So we working on the 52 AOD. 52 AOD. So that way we can get to the hardest hit areas where the young emotional men are at and fix them right on up. We're going to fix this right on up. Especially in the black community. We're going to get it right. We're going to get this right. Georgia in the building, showing respect to you in the chat. Salute. I'm in Georgia right now. Stand up, Georgia. I'm in Georgia right now. Norcross, Georgia. So if you in Georgia and you trying to see Burley or you want to see what the 52 blocks is all about, reach out. I'm in Georgia right now as we speak. Right now. Norcross, Georgia. Georgia, stand up. The big A. Salute to the big A. Salute to the big A. 52 blocks is in Georgia. We will be opening up a 52 blocks division down here. That's what I came down here to do. And I ain't leaving until I get it done. We're going to open up a division out here in Georgia. You know, we looking for one in Cali. We looking for one in Vegas. Definitely for one in Texas. So since I can't be in all of those places at one time, I'm going to have to find the best warriors in each state to carry the torch. So that way there's a 52 block presence in every state. That's what we're trying to do. Just got the breakfast done. Salute. That's what we're trying to do. I still got some coffee left here. We want a 52 block division in each state. So since I can't be in each state, we got to find the like-minded warriors in martial arts to carry the torch, to keep the school running. That's right. I need my respect, my Burley t-shirt. Come on. Oh, yes. Yeah, if I ain't show you, this is what we rocking with. You see it. You see these new hats. You see it. Snapback edition. All official. You see it. Skull and Bone. If that's not your flavor, we got the shield. We got them new snapbacks. We got them new snapbacks. That's what we got. We got them new snapbacks. So they're going to be on the website. If they ain't on the website, just holler at me and send me your addy. We cash app it. I'll get you one of these. I'll get you one of these things. I'll get you one of these things. These things is looking real nice. Look at this. This could be you. This could be you right here. You're going to be stepping, you know, you step out the building, you looking around, they're going, no, oh, that's a 52 block soldier right there. So that's a man of defense right there. Look at his hat. Even this one. They come out, they say, oh, yeah, that man represented 52 all the way. We got the t-shirts coming. The God Black, oh, crispy, yo, they real crispy. Oh, yeah, these things crispy. They crispy. Look at this. It's crispy. Look at this. Official. You know when Burley step out, I gotta step out. You gotta step out. Look at that. Look at that Skull and Bones. He tried to catch him with something. Look at that Skull and Bones. He said, you get nothing. You get nothing. Yeah. We're gonna have that logo on t-shirts. The Skull and Bone logo. We about to play that logo up a lot more. You already see I stay in 52 blocks apparel. You already see it. Yo, LB, this is off topic. But how do you feel about this Troy Ave case when he fought Tax Tone because he tried to kill him after he killed his homie in the club and took his gun and started to air Tax out? That's the emotional black men that we talking about. See, the thing with when I was coming up, there was soap operas. The women, all of the women watch soap operas. Mars Mathematics family, what up? Wrench Gang Gang. All of the women will watch soap operas. That's how they got their emotional hit. Now, not too many of the men was watching soap operas because it wasn't a lot of emotional men back then. The internet has become a place of soap operas even for men. Like, men get on this and they follow these soap opera stories of other emotional men. And it's entertaining. Take nothing away from it. I watch some of these videos. It's entertaining. But that goes back to what I was saying earlier about emotional men being the worst thing that can happen to a society. Because they shooting up the club. Those bullets could have easily hit someone else. Treat your emotions like gold. Facts. Don't be just giving your coins away. Just don't be throwing your coins away on anybody. Don't just spend your emotional coins on anybody and everybody. Be selective. Be selective. Heavy Andy, I'm from BK. This ish hit home. I know. In BK, I just was back. And when I did go back to NYC, we cramped. So the emotional men problem is bigger there. You still in Messenger. I haven't spoke to you since I got the DVDs. You still in Messenger? For what? You were supposed to get something else, Tech Last? Because I know there's somebody I owe a hat to. I owe somebody a hat. I got to go through my my PayPal. If you happen to be on this chat, say something. If not, I'm going to find you because I owe somebody a hat. They brought a hat about a month ago when I ain't have no hats. And I told them, I sent them a whole bunch of stuff. And I told them to hold out. I got to get them this hat. So if you've ordered anything from me and you haven't got it, just reach out to me. The number is 347-816-5357. Reach out to me. We get it fixed up. Sometimes I'll be missing orders. I'm looking at some orders. I check it as much as I can, but sometimes I miss orders, and I don't mean to. I want you to get your stuff. That's right. Think the professor just dropped the line. All you got to do is reach out, leave a text. If you don't get me, leave a text message, a voicemail. I will see it and fix it up. Those other camps make it a criminal thing. Facts, Mars. They want to try to make 52 like you got to go to jail, like you got to be shoplifting, or you had to have shot somebody to learn 52. What type of sense does that make? Like I said, criminals don't make the best martial artists. They don't. Martial art takes time, building, discipline, focus. And if you out hugging the block, you may not have the time to put in to become the martial artist that you need to. But you can. You can. I said you may not have the time. You're going to have to make the time. But criminals don't make the best martial artists. I'm sorry. Sorry, they don't. So why they want to keep trying to make it a criminal thing is beyond me. Like it's cool to be a criminal. It is not cool to be a criminal. There's nothing cool about it. Because you're pretty much playing the game against beat the clock. It's like a game of musical chairs. When the music stops, I hope you got a chair. Because if you don't, you're going off to the pokey. You're going to the pokey. And the music will stop. It stops for everybody. Look at BMF, Big Meech, Fritzy, Frank White, any of these, Alpo, there's a few of them. I'm forgetting a few of them. Pretty much, the game always goes the same. It always comes to the same ending. Criminals don't even make the best criminals. Facts. The God Black just came in here and dropped the bomb on us. Criminals don't even make the best criminals. Because guess what? Real criminals are at work. It's still a grind. It's not just something you do. I think it's actually tougher to make it in the straight world than facts. I said that, VC. I said that. The straight world is tougher than the criminal world. To go straight is tougher. It's tougher. That's why most men don't do it. That's why most men don't do it. Oh, okay. Okay, yes, I definitely salute. Salute. Hold on one second. Let me make sure. Listen, snitching is a part of the criminal world. This is what they're not telling you, people. Snitching is a part of the criminal world. You know why? Because they're criminals. Most criminals don't have a code of conduct or honor. They're criminals. They're criminals. They're criminals. They're criminals. There's no code of conduct. Snitching is a part of the game. Now, if you have the integrity not to snitch, that's something built into you. But built into the game of criminality, snitching is. The mob did it. Every criminal organization will call police on their competition. That's snitching. Now, they may not do it. They may get an underling to do it, but it's getting done. It's getting done. So that's what you have to understand in the criminal world, that it's harder to survive in that world. No, it's easier to survive in that world than in the straight world. Because in the straight world, you're going to have morals, standards, integrity. You're going to have to build those things in the straight world, in the real world. I'm saying the straight world, like criminal is the gay world. You know, in the real world, not the straight world, in the real world, you got to build integrity, morals, standards, be a stand-up man, 10 toes down in the sand. Those things are way harder than to be a criminal when you ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to respect nothing but the bag. Your ego takes a hit in the real world, and as it should. As it should. Because you got to understand there's millions of billions of people in this world. Who are you? Who are you? You are just another act of nature. Just another result of nature. And there's nothing wrong with that. But understanding that helps you to get your ego in check. That in this world, it ain't just you. You have to learn how to move around other bodies. Hey, LB, remember this rapper named Rod Diggs from why can't I say that? Projects. He was nice and going to blow up, but his street life caught up to him and gave him, yeah, even Stack Bundles. Remember Stack Bundles? Stack Bundles was nice too. Big L. Big L. Do we remember Big L? Big L was fire. Street life caught up to him. Damn, criminal gay will get you info. Get you some, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to fix that because I don't want nobody taking my word and distorting it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my words distorted. I'm going to say the real world. In the real world, throw your L's up, salute. In the real world, you have to build yourself as a man, and you have to respect other men. You got to respect other men. You got to learn how to show respect for forces that are stronger than you. And if you get emotional, them forces will bury you. Them forces will bury you. You have to learn how to move around other wolves, because you're not the only wolf with fangs, baby. You're not the only wolf that got canines. We all shredded meat. We all shred. So you have to learn how to live amongst other wolves. That's a different thing. That's a more manly thing. Family. Up your fight game with LB online course. That's right. Get them online. My online courses is on. Drop the link. Drop the links. The links has been dropped. Get on that online course and stop playing. Yeah, RIP Stack Bundles. He got killed allegedly for stopping Zab Judah from getting robbed in the club. Facts. See? The street life will catch up with you, man. Street life is not a thing. Street life is not a thing. What is a thing is men in poverty. But we've turned it into a thing. We're just men in poverty, trying to get out of it. But street life isn't a thing. Because outside the street life, it doesn't get you nothing. It doesn't take you nowhere else. Street creds don't help you get a house. Street creds don't help you cop a car. Street creds won't help you create a family. Your street creds ain't going to help you create a family. And them street creds ain't going to help you raise your kids. See, these are the hard things. These are the challenges that a man takes on. Family, standing 10 toes down on his word, breaking nine. He don't break his word. He don't break his nuts. He don't break his word. Remember Macho Superman's hair twirl? Oh, Macho Man. Oh yeah, that little curly curl. Word, Jim Jones stole his whole swag and style. That's right, food for thought. That's what we here to give you. That food for thought, people. That's what we here to give you. Hold on, where my other joints at? Look at this thing my homie gave me to burn. Look at this thing right here. Look at this. Now, this is good for fingertips, not getting all that tar. Look at my thumb. Look at my thumb. You see that burn mark? That's from holding too many joints, people. I've been doing this too long. Look at this thumb. Look at this thumb. It's been burnt up. I got the burn marks of a weed smoker. Look at this. This is the scars of a weed smoker. So this right here will prevent all of that. You know what I'm saying? Got a filter, a little rubber grip, holding the joint. This simple but genius. Simple but genius, man. You got to get you one of these. My friend is selling them. I got to get you online with that. These things right here will save your life. And let me show you how deep it is. I'm going to show you how deep it is. Y'all never be president now with that. Yeah, I'll never be president with that thumb. Look like you've been picking tea bags. See, that's why I love my peoples. You know, this is why I love my peoples, because they got jokes on demand. My peoples got jokes on demand. This is why I love everybody in the chat. I love my chat people. That's right. He said, look like you've been picking tea leaves all day. But bust this science right here. In here, right, like this. Then you line it up. Hold on, I'm doing it too fast. Let me line it up. Line it up. No smell. So once you put, a half-burnt clip of weed make you smell like a forest of marijuana. If you got a little clip in your ashtray, your whole car and house smell like weed. Your whole car in the house smell like weed. Off a little clip. Because that burnt weed smells strong. So this right here covers the smell of the burnt weed. You can have this right in your car. Popo pull you over. They ain't smelling nothing. They get to the window. They ain't smelling nothing. Look at this. Science, people. And then you, pull it off. Get right back to your business. Oh, hold on. Control. A little heavy. Control. Yeah, this is a little heavy right here. I tried to put it on my lip. It was heavier than I thought. Yeah, we need to take the weed industry over. Facts. I'm gonna have some edibles. I got a lip balm coming out for the women made with THC. We're gonna have some edible foods. We going foodie with it. I'm going foodie with it. I don't know what this is called. It's from a place called Widgets. I don't know if you can see that. Widgets. You can probably look up that company right there. Widgets. It's like weed gadgets. That's supposed to be the breakdown, is weed gadgets. And this is dope. And you can put it back in here lit. I can put it back in here lit. It's going to extinguish itself. I just hit it up, put it back in here lit. It's still lit. No smell, no tell. No smell, no tell. Them snitches can't tell on you if they can't smell nothing. They can't tell if they can't smell. KS said, free the herb. They can't tell on you. There's no tell if there's no smell. Right there, like that. Take it back out. Look at that. Extinguish. It went out. It extinguishes it. It turns your joint off for you. It turned it off for you. So you get right back to business. Widgets. You gotta check this out. They doing big things right now. Because of this is going to save my thumbs. No more funny looking thumbs. What's good, Burley? Smoking like a broke wooden stove. Johnny blazing, my G. Facts. I like that. Smoking like a broke wooden stove. That's right. Oh, we Johnny Blaze on this channel. Hopefully we don't offend anybody on this chat or anybody that comes to my chat. But you already know I'm Johnny Blaze. I'm Johnny Blaze. This is my medicine. Nah, Mars, I didn't invent this. I wish I did. It was somebody by some people named Weejits. Weejits. These guys right here, the Weejits. These guys made it. My man went to some weed conference, came back with it. Yeah, you got to smoke with your boy. You got to. You got to. You know what I'm saying? It's like how the Indians used to pass around the peace pipe. We pass around the joint. I did that when I went to... About to make me get to it now. That's right. I did that when I went to Cali and I was with the Crips. I was with the Crips, people. This is one of my toughest smoking moments of my smoking career. I went to Cali. I met up with the Crips. Now they in the house. And we smoking. And they said, like, you ever had a 100-shot clip? I was a 100-shot clip. What's that? It's 3 Swisher Sweets rolled together. The blunt is this darn big. The blunt is this big. And they call it a 100-shot clip because it goes around 100 times. It's in the cipher. Let me tell you, this was the toughest moment of my weed career ever. Because I'm there with the Crips. They looking at me, I'm looking at them. I can't look soft in front of the Crips. I could get killed. I can get killed. I don't want to look soft in front of the Crips. The super gangsters. Super gangster. Like, they told me, listen what they told me. They told me that a blood couldn't hustle in a 5-mile radius. 5-mile radius. They said they couldn't see a blood on their hustle in a 5-mile radius. Now, when gangsters start using words like radius, you know they serious, right? When gangsters use words like radius, they about their business. This is serious business, people. This gangster told me 5-mile radius. Now, I've been to school. I know what radius means. But when the gangster says it, it's like, okay, this gangster's about his business. So now, I can't look weak in front of them. I cannot look weak in front of the Crip. But the thing that went around so many times that when it's coming towards me, I found myself getting upset. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, people. I was getting mad. I was getting mad, like, this thing's still coming around, like, what are they trying to do? Like, I'm already high. We can't get no higher. We can't get no higher. We are at the roof, people. If we go any higher, we're going to be talking to God. Like, we're going to be talking, we're going to be in heaven's gates if this thing keeps going around. But I ain't stopped smoking. I sucked it up. I seen that thing coming my way and I just got ready for it. I got ready for it. And they was looking at me. They was waiting for me to go out the back. But I had to represent New York. I had to represent all my New York smokers. Because we smoke hard in NYC, people. Don't get it twisted. In NYC, we may not be doing 100-shot clips, but we'll do like 30 blunts. We smoking blunts. As we putting out one, we rolling up another one. They putting up another one. But I ain't never seen no 100-shot clip, people. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Because usually we'll take a break in New York. We're going to smoke one blunt. We're going to talk some ish, smoke another one, talk some more ish, smoke another one, talk about some fights of the game, smoke another one. See, we have breaks in between our weed smoking. That 100-shot clip thing is just ridiculous. Yo, LB, you think pharmaceutical companies are trying to keep herb illegal because it heals and treats people better in the hospital? Facts. We've been given the bad rap. They gave weed a bad rap. One, because of the Mexicans. They wanted to make the Mexicans look bad. 2, because of his properties, with the hemp and other things that can do. Hemp make better t-shirt. Hemp is just way better than cotton. We know this. Then we got to talk about the CBD and then the medicinal side of THC as far as glaucoma, cataracts, pain. There are some cancer patients that all they want to smoke is weed. And let me tell you, this is true. Because when I got shot and I was my leg was open. I had to walk around with a cane. I was doing the hobble man. My peoples came to see me. We were sitting on the park side. I got my cane with me, right? I'm on hobble man. I got shot. My whole leg is open. You know, I'm shot. We start smoking. Yo, we must have sat there and smoked about 5 blunts. By the 5th blunt, everybody was getting ready to get up and leave. They like, yo, peace out, homie, peace out, my G, peace out. I get a peace out, my G. I go to stand up. I was so high, I forgot I was shot. This is how good weed is as a pain manager. I was so high, I forgot I was shot. I was ready to walk away and leave the cane. I had to remember, like, oh, hold on, I'm shot. Let me get my cane. That's how good the marijuana. So I definitely believe Mary Jane was hated on because of its property. And listen, this is nature. Nature. See, the one thing about the coca plant is that it must be transformed into the powdery substance we know as cocaine. Same thing with the poppy plants. It must be transformed into the thing to become, heroin, that thing, the boy, the dope, the dog food, smack, whatever you call it. But weed don't need no transformation. You just need to dry it out. You can pluck it, dry it out, smoke it. Because that's Mama Nature. That's Mama Nature. That's Mama Nature's pain medicine. I got that and I need it for that. Salute. You can eat, see now, the coca leaves, you can eat at that level. They showed that. I seen one documentary where they was talking about it helps cure headaches. They get headaches, they chew on the coca leaf. That's using the coca leaf at its right state. But then when you process it into the other thing, it becomes something else. The jackass backwards on the corners and in the project smoking, making the mess so the older citizens can't come outside. That ish made me stop smoking a little to stay on point. I can hear that, Heavy Andy, because you're right. There are definitely some bad smokers that are not, once again, acting like they live in the world with other people. See, you can do what you want to do, but you must respect the fact that you share this earth with other humans / gods. So you have to show respect. See, but that's why I said, see, this is the hard thing. People don't want to do it because you have to do it. You got to show respect to another man, or you face the high chance of meeting violence coming to your doorstep, because that's what us men are for. Coming to your doorstep. So just because you smoke weed don't mean you have to be disrespectful. I'm not smoking weed, blowing clouds of smoke in people's faces that don't smoke weed. Disrespectful. Like people building and walk through a smoke cloud just to get about their day. I gotta roll my ish or see you rolling it, fam. Heads put shit in there. Yeah, no, you facts. Come with your own roll. If you don't know the crowd you rolling with, come with your pre-rolls. Don't just be smoking anything that's passed to you. A lot of people, they done spice that weed up. That's not just loud, that's louder. They ain't smoking loud, they smoking louder. Spice that thing right on up. They may have gave it the sprinkle dinkle. They may have hit that weed with the sprinkle dinkle, and you ain't even see it. And now you got the flavor for something else. You smoked the weed, you smoked the blunt, now you got the fever for fentanyl. You want some fentanyl. All of a sudden, you got a taste for fentanyl and cocaine. Mm-hmm. It can happen to you. What my homie said, end up in the Smokies pigeon coop. That's right. With the caw up in there thinking you wanted the birds. Yeah. So don't smoke everything passed to you. See, that's another man quality. That's another man quality. See, even when I was with the Crips, I watched them roll that 100-shot clip up. They couldn't have just brought a 100-shot clip to LB and just said smoking. Nah, I don't care where I'm at. I don't care where I'm at. I ain't seen nobody tech that. I ain't seen what went in that. I don't know what's in that stew. And I'm not partaking. You can't make me do it. You can't make me. I don't care how many points I'm about to lose or who I got to fight, but you ain't just gonna make me eating some stew. I don't know what went into the stew. So the same thing. As a man, you do not smoke stuff that you, unless it's with people you already know, that been pre-rolled, that you ain't see rolled up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Man up. 10 toes down in the sand. Men don't do that. We don't do that. Yeah. That can lead you to ruin. We don't know what another man is doing. You got to respect your temple. So definitely, don't smoke no pre-rolls from people you don't know. Stranger danger. When he try to roll you, pass you that blunt, you don't know him, you hit him with that stranger danger and walk away from him. Stranger danger, and get up on out the building. Stranger danger. You ain't just passing me anything that I ain't see rolled up. That's a fact. That is a fact. But this thing is big business right here, people. Invest in one of these if you're a smoker and you riding around in your car smoking weed. Invest in one of these. It could save your life. It could save your life. But who we got? We got any questions? We got any questions before I wrap this up? Who got some questions for the kid? Any questions? See, I still love. So you know Uncle Burley got stashes everywhere. I'm stashed out. I'm ready for World War III. If World War III started right now, I'm ready. I got me some can, I got some Jack Mac, and I got Mary Jane. I'm a smoking till the war is over. I'm gonna be smoking. I ain't joking. So who got some questions? Anything, boxing, fighting, 52. You know, you got a question about you and your lady. That's right, we taking those questions too. What's good conditioning for biceps and triceps? Push-ups. Get on the push-ups, Lord J-Mo. Shinobi, would it be? Would it be? Push-ups. Push-ups. You know, you can curls and stuff. Curls are good. Curls are good. What's the herb of the day? This is runts. I'm smoking runts. Herb of the day is runts. I'm getting my runts on. Pull-ups too. Pull-ups too. Definitely. Yo, LB, can you pick your winners for boxing on Saturday and why? Salute. Okay. I got, we're going through it. I got Lubin versus Sebastian by stoppage. I think Lubin is going to stop Sebastian. I definitely got Tank by stoppage over Rollie. Well, that's not this weekend. That's June. Who we got? We got Sebastian, Lubin. Who else we got fighting? Who else we got fighting? We got Boots Ennis fighting. Isn't Boots Ennis? Boots Ennis is fighting on the undercard of Sebastian, right? Gabe Rosario versus Most. I like Gabe Rosario. I like Gabe Rosario. My money's on Gabe Rosario. My money's on Rosario. I like it. Boots versus Boots. I got Boots over Clayton by stoppage. I got Lubin over Sebastian by stoppage. Rosario, I think that fight is going the distance. I think the Gabe fight is going the distance. But I got Gabe for the decision. You heard it right here. Gabe for decision, Lubin by stoppage, and Boots definitely by stoppage. That's a tough fight for Lubin. Yep. Yes, it is. Oh, Tagoe isn't a bum. Now, when it comes to Ryan Garcia, I don't know how to call that fight. I don't know how to call that fight. Because I want to say Garcia because I believed in the star. Tony Harrison versus some guy. I got Tony. I got Tony Harrison. I got Tony Harrison by decision. I got Tony Harrison by decision. Now, it's hard, like I said, it's hard to call that Ryan Garcia fight because he's been doing so much capping and lying and talking crazy. You know, I'm almost tempted just to go for Tagogi, and I ain't never seen Tagogi fight. I never even seen Tagogi fight. And I'm tempted just to go for him because of the antics and the things that Ryan Garcia has taken us through. He got us all hyped, talking about he wanted Tank. He went on Mike Tyson's couch. He started doing the cha-cha in front of Mike, and then no Tank fight. See, you can't be doing that. You can't do that to us. Ryan versus Tagogi is a 50-50. No, Ryan's left hook is one of the fastest left hooks in the game. Ryan Garcia's left hook is one of the best left hooks thrown in the game. We talk about speed and power. He got it. But it's this that we got to see. And this, it's heart and mind for Ryan. That's what we got to see. Because he got everything else. He got everything else. That boy is the Flash, man. He's supposed to be way further than what he is right now. He's one of the deadliest out the four horsemen. If you look at the four horsemen, look at the four horsemen right now. And I knocked Teofimo out the four horsemen. My four horsemen right now, Devin Haney, Tank, Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson. That's my four horsemen right now of the lower 130, 135. You know what I'm saying? And out the four horsemen, they all got something. Yeah, I think Ryan hits hard. I think Ryan definitely hits hard. Ryan got the speed. Tank got the power. Devin Haney got the skills. And I'm sorry to say, Shakur Stevenson has everything. Out the four horsemen, Shakur Stevenson has everything. Devin Haney versus Kambosos. Now, the thing about the Devin Haney fight I don't like is they didn't put Devin Haney in the pickle. He's in the pickle, people. We can't not look at the pickle that Devin Haney is in. Not only does he have to win once, he has to win twice, and he has to do it in Kambosos' backyard. Meaning, Devin Haney, who is not a knockout fighter, and a lot of his fights he wins on decision, he's going to have to decision Kambosos in his backyard. Twice. That's a tough predicament they put Devin Haney in. But what I got to give Devin Haney his flowers for is he took that fight. He betting on himself, people. Haney is the true example of betting on yourself. Because he betting from the hole. He betting from the hole. I don't think Shakur has pillow hands. But he's betting from the hole. So that's big. When you bet on yourself from the hole, it's like playing somebody in basketball and giving them a 10-point lead. Giving them a 10-point lead. The game is 25, but I'm going to spot you 10. I'm going to play out the hole and still bust that ace. That's what Devin is doing. He's winning from behind. So if he pulls off this hat trick, we talking greatness, people. We talking greatness. Devin Haney pull off this hat trick, we are talking greatness, people. Because he's doing it from behind. So I respect him for that. But it's still quite a predicament, man. I'm pulling for Dane. I'm pulling for Devin. David Pollock, salute. Tech Glass said, gotta go, my dude. Keep spitting the real shit. Salute. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next live, Tech Glass. Have a beautiful day. Haney is about to make history if he can take Kambosos' punches. Yes, he will. He's going to make history because he got to do it twice. Teofimo said, don't be surprised if they has Kambosos winning on the cards when he fight Devin. Teo said they cheated. And then, come on, man. He fighting in Kambosos' backyard with all three belts for undisputed. You don't think them Australian judges ain't going to be, you don't think they ain't going to be trying to lean towards Kambosos? Then you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me if you don't think Australia want to keep those belts. So Devin has to go put on a performance. He got to go put on a master class that he can do. He is the one that can do it. Devin can do it. Devin can do it, people. Let's not get this twisted. Devin has all of the skills to pull off a master class ace whipping against Kambosos, and he has to do it twice. That's right. You saw what happened to Pacquiao, Australia. Jeff Horn, you seen it. That's right. What's crazy, if Haney wins, it's a Mando rematch. If Kambosos wins, no rematch. Hold on, there's no rematch clause for Devin? Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. See? They got him over the barrel, people. They put Devin over the barrel for this fight. They did him wrong, man. And look at this. Kambosos went from making 160-something thousand a fight that he stands to make $8 million off the first fight and possibly $10 million off the second. He's probably, off these two fights alone, he gonna be making close to near $20 million. Incredible, incredible. Only in boxing, only in America. Only in America. He went from 160,000 a fight to $8 million a fight. That's right. As Don King said, only in America. Yeah, his man, come on, he got Lou DiBella. He got Lou DiBella. You know Lou know the game. Lou DiBella know the game, people. Lou DiBella connected. Lou DiBella is connected. They're going to do it right. And Lou DiBella set Kambosos up. Even if Kambosos loses, he's still a winner. Even if Kambosos loses, he's still a winner. He's going to make $20 million in 2 fights. Yo, LB, I still believe is corrupted judges still in boxing. Yep. Kambosos will be up in the card before the fight starts. Yep. That's right. That's right. Devin Haney cannot stand to make this a close fight. He cannot. He cannot let this be a close fight because he's losing. This can't be a close fight for him. He has to put on a master class that we all can see. That we all can see. Yeah, Boots Ennis about to be that dude. Fact. Boots Ennis is definitely taking over the welterweight division. I had the Teofimo and Kambosos as a draw. Yeah, you could have seen that. I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. But the problem was Teofimo was so busy trying to get him up out of there. Teofimo could have just boxed him and won that fight. What Teofimo just learned is control your emotions. He was so busy trying to get, because Teofimo hit hard. He got the bombs. He got the skill. But he was so busy trying to get him up out of there, he let the fight he let the fight go. He was throwing cannon shots while Kambosos was rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. Teofimo throwing bombs, and them bombs ain't landing. And when you throw big shots, you tire out easy. You fatigue quicker throwing big shots and missing them. So that's where Teofimo went wrong. He was so busy trying to prove a point that he threw the fight away. Christopher Howard, love from South Carolina. Thank you. Salute. SC, stand up. I got family in SC. Lord J-Mo, he gonna hit me with it. What stocks do you recommend investing in? Here we go. Bang, bang. You know your boy LB gonna give you those stocks tips. You know I got those. I got those for you. If you're trying to invest your money and double up your money, I got those stock tips for you. You know, follow my page for them stock tips too. Love you, bro. Thank you for the tips. I love you back. Salute. Love you for the support, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I understand. There's no me without y'all. I understand that. See, I understand as a man. To be called great or at anything you do is going to come off the lips of other men. Press one. Press one. You just got to be great. Let them tell the story. Press one. Greatness comes from the lips of other men, not from you. You just got to be who you are. I'm still a fan of Teofimo. I hope he makes it back. Me too. Me too. Me too. Like I said, greatness comes from the lips of other men. So, the stocks that, first and foremost, DocuSign. If you haven't copped DocuSign, what are you waiting for? Cop DocuSign. DocuSign is how we sign contracts right now. 10 years from now, 5 years from now, DocuSign is going to be killing it. Put your money in DocuSign right now. It's like a bank account. Just take some money and put it in there. I don't care what the price is today. I'm talking about tomorrow. See, we talking long ball. We talking long ball. DocuSign. Invest in that. Tesla, of course. Tesla's at 1,000 right now. I got into Tesla at 300, people. I'm going to tell you like this. I got in that Tesla when it was at 300. Press one. It's at $1,000 right now. Do the math, people. Do the math. Even if I put 5,000 in, which ain't big money. 5,000 in at $300. At 300,000, it's now at 1,000. $700 markup. Do the math, people. Do the math. See, this is the money that you can sit pretty on later on in life. See, we thinking long ball. See, you got to live for the moment, but you got to also think, what if I survive this moment? See, you got to live for the moment, but you also got to plan to survive the moment. So if you survive the moment, you're going to get to another moment. This becomes long ball. See, we ain't playing short ball all the time. Sometimes we got to punt. Sometimes we got to knock it out the park, people. But sometimes we got to punt it. You know? And that's what you're doing right now by copping these stocks. Your money is better in the stocks than in the bank. What's the bank giving you? The bank flip-flapping your money around, giving you nothing back off of it. They have made millions off your money and giving you nothing. So cop DocuSign. Cop Tesla. There's another one that's on the come up right now. I even bought Robinhood stock. I even copped in Robinhood. I even little purchase on Robinhood. Because DocuSign is literally a bird in the hand. Christopher Howard talk about it. That's easy money. You can have 1,000 in the book. That's easy money, people. That's easy money. Take $1,000, put it in DocuSign. That's going to be the biggest tip of the day. Cop DocuSign. And when you want to cop your stocks, look towards the future. That bush get you killed. Look towards the future. You got to look towards the future. Look for things that you can see is going to be relevant in the future. Like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is here to stay, people. Now, all of the other ones, I don't know. But Bitcoin is here to stay. Good investment. Take that Bush money and put it in their hand. That's right. Bitcoin is a good investment. Now, when it comes to those other ones, Ethereum, there you go. Look, Christopher Howard's already ahead of me. Ethereum is a good one to invest in, too, as a solid bet. Because we're looking for short shots. We're looking for solid bets. Pepsi Cola, solid bet. Pepsi Cola ain't going nowhere. Pepsi ain't going nowhere. Cola ain't going nowhere. Microsoft, solid bets. See, you got to look, even if the price is high, you got to think long ball. Even if the price is high, 5 years from now, Microsoft price is going to be higher just off of inflation, people. Easy money. Easy money. So these are things that you can put your money in as of like a banking system. I don't see Pepsi dying no time soon. It's going to be hard. No, Coke is more popular by far. Facts. Coke is definitely more popular than Pepsi. But Pepsi is here for a minute until we get something. I don't know when we're going to get something bigger than Pepsi and Cola. Yeah, Pepsi does own a lot of food products. Coke is just Coke, but Coke is the original. You know, Coke started this whole stuff. That's why Coke is definitely going to have a stronger hold, you know, from back in the days when Coca-Cola was started. But I'm talking about over the banking system too. The banking system is giving you no return on your money. Michael Phoenix, I'm criminal minded. Ain't nothing wrong with being criminal minded. But be mindful of other things too. You could be criminal minded. You could be family minded too. You know, you can be mindful of other things. Because as we talk about with the crime, it's nothing wrong with being a criminal. It's just understanding that law, you fighting against law averages. New York state of mind too. Pepsi is the Republican Carolina answer to the liberal Atlanta Coke. Facts. And they're both good competitions. Pepsi is good competition for Coke. Pepsi is definitely good competition for Coke. You can get money in the competition. If you see something that's blowing up, look for the competition. I believe the competition to DocuSign, it starts with a Z. There's another company that does DocuSign type of things. It starts with a Z. You can get money with them too. Yo, LB, Triple G versus Morata on Saturday in Japan. I've been liking Japanese fighters lately. I ain't gonna even hold you. I think Murata beats Triple G, and I just like what the Japanese fighters been doing lately. I like the because we already know Japanese people have this ill thing with discipline. Like they already got discipline mastered. So it's good to see how their fighters are going to turn out because we already associate discipline with Japanese culture. So I like what Japanese is doing with their boxers is doing in the game. So I ain't gonna lie, I got Murata over Triple G. Because they have Nestle and Mountain Dew. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'll take Coke over Pepsi any day. I love Coke. A good cold Coke? Coca-Cola? You talking about Coke? When you want to make an ice cream float, you got to use Coca-Cola. You got to use Coca-Cola. When you want to make a true ice cream float, you can't use a Pepsi. I tried it. It's different. It's not like when you use Coca-Cola. When you want a good American ice cream float, you got to use a Coca-Cola. Mexican Coke with a glass bottle, my brother. I hear you. We love that Coke. I like Murata. Me too. I got Murata for the win. Decision. I got Murata beating Triple G. I think his time is up. Glass bottle, my brother, from the corner store. The corner with the glass bottle with the shape. You talk about the glass bottle with the shape? Yeah, that's old school Coca-Cola. IP said my mom hides the Coke from us. See, that's a mama that knows her game. See, Mama Bear knows what she talking about. She know y'all be up in there all coked out. If she ain't hide the Coke from y'all, y'all be up in there all coked out, just over coking. Just too much cocaine. Just too much Coca-Cola. Yo, LB, ice cream with Coke or cocaine? No, ice cream with Coke, not the cocaine. I don't know if you want, because you ain't gonna even see the cocaine on the ice cream. You gonna say, "Where's the Coke at?" Yeah, that cocaine gonna blend in with the white of the ice cream. You ain't gonna even know you eating cocaine. You ain't gonna even know. I meant Coca-Cola and ice cream. Pardon me. Coca-Cola and ice cream is how you make a true original ice cream float. Even root beer. Root beer makes, we all know root beer, but Coca-Cola makes the ill ice cream float. Coca-Cola, all the way. Pepsi can't do it like Coca-Cola when it comes to making ice cream float. I'm just saying. I stand with Coca-Cola. Which one did Michael Jackson get his hair burnt up by? Was it Coca-Cola when Michael Jackson got his hair burnt up? That's it right there. I knew it was with a Z. Christopher Howard, I appreciate you, brother. He just put it in the chat. Z Verified. That's the competition to DocuSign. Buy Z Verified too. Buy the competition. Always buy the competition. Pepsi burnt Mike. Darn Pepsi. I knew it was Pepsi that did it. Burn Mike hair all up. See, if he would have went and messed with Coke, that wouldn't have happened. 52 blocks for light. Salute. Yeah, if he would have messed with Coca-Cola, that wouldn't have happened. Salute, brother. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam. Yo, LB, what's the name of the 52 block fighter who guarded Fat Cat? What's his name? Hold on. Was it I don't know why Pappy Mason is coming in my head. Was it Pappy Mason? What was the I think it was. He was a 52 block guy and a karate guy. He did karate too. So he did kicks with his 52 blocks, where a lot of people may have thought that 52 blocks had kicks. No, he was actually a karate fighter that knew 52 blocks. So he was coming off of his blocks with karate kicks, kicking you in the face. I think it was Pappy Mason. I gotta look it up. I think that's somebody get on their Google Fat Cat. His people, his inner circle comes up. I think it was Pappy Mason. That was his dude. that did the 52 with the karate kicks. I think that's who it was. But yes, and Fat Cat knew 52 blocks. And Fat Cat was nice with his hands. He was known to be nice with his hands. Before he was Fat Cat, the kingpin, when he was just a regular dude coming up, he was not. I'm from Queens. I heard about it. There's clips of Justin Poirier using. Yeah, I've definitely heard those and seen some of those. Facts. Yes. That is a fact. That is a straight cold-blooded fact. Yes, he is using 52. We growing out here. We growing. They need to give us our recognition. Fat Cat official, he held Bobby Smurda and True Life down in prison. I can believe that. I can believe that. He is the truth. That man was the truth. As far as criminals go. As far as criminals go. They really messed up when they killed that cop. That's when it all went down. If he wouldn't have killed that cop, I wouldn't say he would still be on the streets, but his run would have been way longer. They did real bad when they killed that cop. That was real bad, real bad, real bad. You know. They put fake, I'm sure they did. Of course they did. This is back in the day. This is when police was real grimy. It's grimy now, but police was real grimy back then. Real grimy. So I'm sure. That's back in the days. They had no problem putting something on you. Putting the package right in your pocket. They had no problem. It's harder for them to do nowadays because we got cameras everywhere. But back before cameras, oh yeah, it was hard times. Oh, they do all types of stuff to you. Do I remember Supreme? Facts, of course. Yes, I do. I met Supreme one time when I was out there to go meet Coogee. Coogee Rap, fun fact. Coogee Rap and my birthday is the same day. I do July 20th. His birthday was, they was having the birthday party, and I came out there to meet Coogee Rap, and I met Preem. Why does the average person think swinging haymakers is effective in fighting? Good question, Mars Mathematics. Do you believe 52 can be co-opted? Co-opted as in what, like with other styles? Yes, definitely. Why do people think because they fight from anger? See, this, you know, it's the tension of your anger that makes you throw haymakers. The tension, the anxiety, the fear, the anger, all of those things make you do that. Make you bring the punch from back here. Because you think from bringing the punch from back here, you're bringing more power to it, and you're not. That's why a lot of street fighters always throw haymakers. They're angry, and they're misunderstanding of power and strength. See, strength and power, two different things. See, they're fighting from strength. The haymaker relies on strength and tension. The real punch, oh, that's power and technique. I shift my body behind it. See, my whole, boom, I shift my whole body. So when I hit you with everything I weigh. Right now, I weigh 165 pounds. So when I throw that, hit you with that, so you don't have to bring it from back here. You need to learn how to bring the fight right from, the punch right from your chin and still have power. See, you can't do that with strength. Strength ain't gonna allow you to do, you gotta do that with power. The whole body, wow, wow. None of this. But street fighters to throw haymakers because they're mad and they're fighting from emotions. They're fighting out of anger. See, you gotta understand, most street fighters are fighting out of anger. They're not fighting like a professional fighter is getting in there for money. He loves to fight. Fighters those type of fighters are different breeds. Street fighters are fighting when some emotional nonsense happen, or maybe when they have to protect themselves. That's another side of it. But it becomes an emotional thing. And the more emotions you allow in the fight, the more tension you gather. And life is flexibility. Tension is more relatable to death. See, when you get died, you get stiff. Rigor mortis sets in, you get stiff. You ain't flexible no more. See, when death sets into your body, you lose all flexibility. Because life is flexibility. So your tension, your tenseness is more relatable to death than it is to life. It's your relaxation. This is life. Life is flowing. Life is relaxed. Life just happens. Just like your punch. See, life just happens. Life ain't giving you no heads up. Life happens. You deal with it. That's the way you got to throw your punches. Your punches just got to throw. You can't be presetting them. Nah, they just go out. You just fire them things. But that's when you're using power and technique and skill. Fundamentals. Whatever questions you got, hit me with it. I'm taking my last drag. Last drag. This was a dope live. As always, we went an hour and a half. Tomorrow we'll be back with another live. That's right. We keeping the lives flowing. Chris, coming. We keeping these lives coming. Because y'all enjoy them, I enjoy them. So, as always, hands up, chin down, rumble. Young